welcome back to LA's Hair Affair. So today I want to quickly show you guys how I made this $20 bonded wig. I did use Ivy's new flip over method, so it's very versatile. It flips both ways. I was gonna have a leave out, but I decided after making it that, you know, it looks fine without, so I decided to not do a leave out, so it worked out for being completely a protective style. But I just want to show you guys how I made this bonded wig, and you guys should definitely try this out if you're planning on joining me on my healthy hair challenge, because protective styles are a great way to see hair growth. So let's just get to it. So the supplies needed to make this hair includes Outre Dominican curly hair. It comes with 5 pieces. 4 of them are bundles and 1 is a closure. I just didn't use the closure. This is color 4, but the hair is super nice. It did get wet in the rain, but it's still working. And this dome cap, which was $5.99. I normally use a stocking cap, but this definitely has more reinforcement than the stocking cap, so I would recommend that. Also, bonding glue. This is a 30-second super glue hold. I would say this is better than the other ones because it does dry quicker and it does have a stronger hold. And lastly, scissors to cut the tracks when you measure them out. So I bought 2 packs, but the 22-inch was equivalent to 2 bundles, so it worked out that I only needed 1. And I go ahead and I start by measuring out where I want the first track to go. I stop it at about where my ears are. I find that it looks better than when I do just across the nape. I don't know why, but it does. And I go ahead and I cut that strip. And then I add glue. I do not add a lot of glue. I try to spread it out and make sure that it's not too much on one part, just enough to cover the weft of the hair. So I go ahead and I press it down and make sure that it is secure. You would go ahead and add heat here with your blow dryer, so don't be like me. And I add glue wherever places may need it. They're hanging off. I want to make sure that everywhere is secure, so add it when needed. It doesn't really matter. And I keep this U shape, but I bring it to about where my arch starts, or like my temple. That's a good place to say to put it. And the space in between doesn't really matter because so much hair is going to lay on top of it. It may not even be seen. And I go ahead and I cut it, I glue it, and then I put it down on my head and make sure it's secure. Make sure to add that heat as well. So for the next tracks after that, I just make sure to add tracks not too close to the hairline because I do not want it to be too bulky there, and I want it to look more natural and seamless. And I add tracks to the middle of my head because that seems to be the part that I have difficulty making full enough, so I add some tracks there. But I do want to add some space in between them so that I am conserving enough of the hair for my flip over part at the end, because I do have to cut more pieces for that. So I just continue doing this until I get to a good stopping point, which would be about here. But I just wanted to show you guys where to stop and also how full this hair looks so far. We see the spaces that we had in the back don't even show, but I'm loving it. This rectangle shape is where we're gonna stop. This is where we're gonna start the flip over method. So we're just gonna do straight pieces across, measured across point. So I have one more track I'm about to lay down right here before I start doing Ivy's new flip over method, and I go ahead and do that, and then I start measuring out these pieces. It just needs to cover the gap as well as connect over that straight part that's next to it so that it has a seamless look when it's flipped over. And I just go ahead and I add the glue and I press it down and I add heat and repeat. But something to remember when doing this is that they need to be right on top of each other because you want it to look natural and you don't want spaces in between. So let me get back to work. So this is how I'm looking for it to go. I did do a few tracks right there. I just wanted to show you guys what the goal is going to be. So let me just continue adding on these tracks, blow drying it to make sure it's secure, because this is going to be moving a lot, so I want to make sure it's on good. If you want to, you could go ahead and sew this part if you're really concerned with it staying on long, but for me this is really just a quick wait. I'm not going to keep it in that long. Something I messed up on is doing them separate ways on one side for 2 tracks, so just make sure they're all facing the same way and it will look seamless. And you could probably do a leave out if you like to make it more natural, but if you're gonna do a full head no leave out, go ahead and make sure the cap is completely covering your head, as well as the shower cap underneath, which is super necessary because I got glue on my edges and it pulled some out. But look how nice and full this hair is looking so far. I'm definitely loving it, and I hope you guys really try this out because it does look and feel so nice for only $20. So now we're close to finishing, and remember, like I said, to make sure they're all going the same way. And we add the heat, we press it down and close the gap. So we're gonna put it as much as we can on top of each other, and that is pretty much it. And bam, there it is. So I'm loving how full it is and how it feels. I'm still shocked it's $19.99, and it's definitely worth giving a try for an easy protective style to do. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it easy to follow and helpful. I will be posting another tutorial with this hair, except I'll be using the hot glue gun method and a different style. So make sure your notifications are turned on and you're subscribed. Also, like this video if you found it useful. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about this wig and this hair. And again, thank you so much for watching LA's Hair Affair. See you guys again next week. Bye.